What's happening, faithful? Welcome to Fawk 49ers Talk with your hosts, No Crypto. That's right. No Crypto. No Border Sports, Ryan. Thank you, sir. And then me, Platform 246. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Thursday with us. Shout out to our man, Wolf. In our spirits, sir. How you doing, Ryan?
Good. Just chilling here. Got some news going on today.
Yeah, quite a bit of shit. Quite a bit. How's the faithful doing tonight? Are you all ready for a brand new quarterback? That's what's happening. That's what's coming down the pike, right? No, what's wrong with this, Ryan?
I don't think it's coming down the pike.
No, it's not.
From everything I've heard today, maybe we should wait a little bit until we get into that. I was just on with Raj from our San Francisco 49ers, and we were talking about a whole bunch of things. We started off with the news about Colton McKivitz. Why not do the same here?
Okay, let's do that.
Colton McKivitz got signed to a 2-year contract.
By who?
Huh?
By who? Us?
Yeah.
No shit. All right, John and Kyle.
I think Colton McKivitz, they just brought him back. I think the timing of this signing and McGlinchey saying goodbye, I think that is the news
writing on the wall?
that I think that's kind of the follow-up. Hold
on, let me see.
Yeah.
49ers re-signed Colton McKivitz to a 2-year contract extension. I got mumble mouth tonight. McKivitz was scheduled to be a restricted free agent, but John and Kyle took care of that. Let me clap that up real quick. Thank you, first of all, Ryan, for breaking that news for me. It's been a busy day for me and you, I'm sure. How did I miss our first free agent signing of the offseason?
It happened. It happened probably about 2.5 hours ago. Yeah, we got Bryant Culp in the building.
Wow.
He's having his shout out to Bryant. He should have his son born on the 15th of next week.
Amen.
And he should be punting, kicking, and doing kickoffs. Probably within the first couple years, I would say.
Minimum.
You know what I mean? Minimum.
Or maximum. Excuse me, maximum. First couple years max. He's already he's throwing at 30 yards.
Bryant used to be a kicker in high school, so the kid's got the genes.
Salute to you, brother. Get him in that pump, pass, and kick. And Brian, speaking of born, I need you to born us. Don't you want to born some gear from Bryant? I certainly want to use some from you from my channel, Bryant. I know. So we're gonna talk, sir.
Yeah,
or have you already gotten some gear from Bryant?
No, I haven't. But Brian and I have been talking about some other things, and we have been talking about some things. Right. So I think we kind of need to get together and figure out
the three of us
a plan of attack.
There you go.
Ooh, we got David McNiner in the building. Signing McKivitz is a sign that McGlinchey isn't coming back. Yes, David.
Amen, David.
100% right on that. And we got Randy Daytona in the house.
Let's go, Randy.
He's ready for some 49er talk. I like how he did that. I like it.
We're connected, bro. You already know.
You could be one of our little Fockers.
Yes, you are definitely a Focker. You're definitely a Focker. Thanks. So please, folks, subscribe to both of our channels. No Border Sports with No Crypto Ryan and Platform 246 with No Crypto Lawrence. Either I don't have any crypto, but please subscribe to our channels, both of them. We appreciate you.
Links are in the description, also to Wolfcast. So please, and
to our
link,
Wolf. Yes.
And there's a link to next week's show also. So at the end of the show, if you're still with us, or on the way out, whenever words, just go down in the description, hit the link for the new video, make sure you hit the notification button, and also sub his channel on the way out if you would too, because he's got a lot of other good content. Lawrence here, he talks about wrestling, 49ers, basketball, all this kind of stuff. So let's get into it.
We just dropped one on topic that's a little hot right now with us.
Oh yeah, which one you dropped?
We dropped a topic on that Lamar Jackson beef. Now that we have going on. So yeah, we have a video. Oh gosh, just about an hour ago. But we're focused on our live stream right now. You can watch that later. Not right now. We're all together now, so stay here. Thank you.
You know, you brought up the topic of Lamar Jackson. I don't know how we put that back in the closet after you bring that out. I think we have to speak on that now.
My fault. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. We also got a lot of people. We got people coming in, so I think now's the best time.
Welcome in, folks. Let's get into it. Oh, by the way, real quick, do y'all see our new setup? The background music that Ryan has. Do y'all hear that? Clap that up for us, please. Just for the hard work. Sincerely, and it's good. But yes, okay, Lamar.
So,
what's your feelings?
I don't think it's doable. No matter what route is gone, I don't think it's doable. Well, it's doable one way, but I don't think the 49ers will risk everything they have to in order to try and go that route when it's not 100%.
Correct.
I was watching Ted H from Ted Talks Ball. I know you were on with him earlier. I was watching you, but he also had Levin on from.
Yeah, he did. Levin,
Yep, and Levin was breaking it down. So let me see if I can do it justice. So if the 49ers put up 2 first-round picks to be able to negotiate with Lamar Jackson, the Ravens can come in and just beat the deal. There's no negotiation. There's no bidding war. There's no nothing. They just beat the deal, and they're theirs, and the game's over. Okay. And how that is an issue is because to get the first round picks, you would need to trade away Bosa, because you can't put Bosa and Lamar Jackson on the same team or on our team and with the cap and how it is. So you would have to trade Nick Bosa for whatever you could get for him, probably multiple first round picks and some change. And then you don't know if you go and say, hey, Lamar, here's $200 million guaranteed up front, 240 altogether, whatever, whatever he's asking for, but you give him, this guaranteed, they got to beat it by $1.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you could end up trading Nick Bosa away for not even a guaranteed chance to get Lamar Jackson, and that they can just go, oh, we got to beat it by $1. Okay, we got to beat it by $1. Okay.
Correct. Now, that's crazy.
Now the other route is where the 49ers make a deal with the Rams or the Ravens. They can't put up players. They could only put up capital.
All
right? Oh wait, no. They could do another deal for him where they do capital, right? Or not capital, but players. But the thing is at that point, the Ravens have to renegotiate Lamar's contract and then trade him, right? What is the thing that he wants? He wants the guaranteed money.
Guaranteed money.
So when you guaranteed money comes as a signing bonus, right?
Right.
So the guaranteed money and the signing bonuses all come due when the player's traded. So if the 49ers, whatever it does to take them to sign the contract is going to be $180 million guaranteed, 160, 200, doesn't matter. That whatever is guaranteed, if they go to trade him, that all comes due on the cap that year.
Right.
So you're talking about them to trade him and do the deal that he wants to get to bring him to the 49ers, which he's not going to do because he's not going to trade away all his guaranteed money just to move on from the Ravens. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's such a bad situation for Lamar.
It's definitely a bad situation for Lamar.
Yeah. And that's why, like, I don't think that's a risk. Because, okay, so getting Lamar Jackson, I think right now would be the ultimate win now move. Okay.
Right. Correct.
Getting rid of Nick Bosa would be a horrible decision, right? And it'd probably be one that probably wouldn't be the best, because I have a feeling Nick Bosa might have a better career than Lamar Jackson in the long run. Okay.
Excellent
But what
point.
I see is Lamar Jackson brings something to this offense to where they could probably put up more points than the defense can give up. And like even if you just take Bosa out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could definitely score more points with Lamar Jackson in there than with Nick Bosa being in there, you know. So I think it's the ultimate win now decision, but I don't think it's an option whatsoever.
I think it's a terrible situation for Lamar Jackson. Just all around, he's representing himself, and I don't think he's bringing the knowledge and even just the cutthroat nature, first and foremost, to work out what he's trying to work out, no matter who he ends up being with. But secondly, for us, I just don't see it making any sense at all for me personally, and I think for a lot of reasons. One is our head coach. Despite the fact that Lamar Jackson would literally probably be a Madden character if he did come play for us, more so than he kind of already is. This is not Madden, and Kyle Shanahan is certainly not. Besides the fact that actually he apparently used to play Madden a lot, he doesn't work that way nowadays. I don't even think he would make a move like this. Like, I think that we talked about on Twitter, you know, the big moves that he made. And all of you guys immediately started busting me out. Some other people. Thank y'all for that. I think that he just wouldn't make a move this big after what he did with Trey. Already, he traded 2 first-round picks and swapped one already just 2 years ago, 2 drafts back, and then for him to now basically trade more first-round picks for us. I think screw and fuck our whole entire team up monetarily. And then everyone still says that he doesn't even want Trey. We saw what he did to RG3. They said that he never wanted Trey as the type of quarterback that we have, who's, I think, more of a pocket passer, or at least has the ability to be if he gets healthy. Now he wants to go and get Michael Vick 2.0 when he apparently doesn't like running quarterbacks as it is. I just think that us as faithful, we're so invested in the team. We're so interested in having a superstar quarterback, something that we know is a superstar quarterback because of Steve and Joe. In the 28 years it is now since we've had a title, I just think that we're so ready for it. We're so hungry for it. I know that I am. Sincerely, I cannot wait to win the Super Bowl again. But I don't think bringing Lamar Jackson to our team would do it, because I think it'll cripple our team in a whole bunch of other ways. We're gonna trade Small Bear? The fuck? No, faithful. That's my opinion. Hell no, we're not trading Nick Bosa. I wouldn't trade Nick Bosa for the real magic beans. My child today said there's not a player in the NFL that he would trade Nick Bosa for. And he's pretty damn smart, believe me. So I think John and Kyle are too. And they know that there may be not even literally a way that we can really even get him to our team. But if we could, I don't think it's the right decision for me personally. I think we need a dead dash. Brock's having surgery. What time is Brock's surgery? Do any of you know that? Have you been researching that for our man, BCB? That's in the morning. But no, we just forgot all about that. And now just bring on Lamar. Come on, faithful. Let's put our prayers up for Brock and move on past this garbage. I'm done, Ryan. I'm sorry. Are you still with me? If not, I can keep going. I'll see we got some people in the comments talking about, Bosa's a deal breaker. Shout out to you, Randy. Exactly. He's a deal breaker. No trade, IU, Bryant saying, for big brother Bosa. For Joey. I don't think we need to do any trading of any Bosas right now. I think we just need to focus on replacing our all-star lineman that we're about to lose. We just made a good, solid move, re-signing Colton McKivitz. I think we need to focus on that and move on past this madness. You back with me, brother?
Bro, I'm about to break my foot off in my fucking internet service provider's ass. Oh,
call them up and get that refund. All right. Mine is tough too.
I'm gonna tell them something.
But we got it. So go ahead.
Yeah, where were you? Where'd you left off?
Oh, just letting the faithful know that I think that we need to look up what time Brock Purdy's scheduled for surgery tomorrow. That's where our head needs to be, faithful. Not on Lamar Jackson.
I don't know if it matters. Oh, yeah. The time it happens, I don't think it really matters. We don't hear much.
No, but I'm just saying. That's a joke, right? I'm sorry, that's a joke. I'm just saying we need to get the fuck focused on Brock and unfocused on Lamar Jackson. What are we doing, faithful?
Yeah, Lamar doesn't seem like an option. I mean,
right?
To go all in on Lamar Jackson and whiff, you are gonna piss off a whole bunch of great players on this team. Just saying. And at the same time hurting your team. You wouldn't have gotten any better at quarterback position. If it doesn't work out, you wouldn't have gotten any better at the quarterback position, and you would probably have hurt your defense and be the laughing stock of the league after trading a generational talent like Nick Bosa.
Laughing stock of the league after Trey Lance, Nick Bosa, having Lamar Jackson, and it doesn't work. We'll probably be set back for a minimum. Another Kyle will be fired. Faithful. If he gets Lamar Jackson and we don't win the Super Bowl immediately, he'll get fired.
Yeah, because I think that's like a move where you kind of put us in like tanking like the Rams mode. You know what I mean? Like go all in, and then it doesn't work out.
Sean McVay is lucky he's not.
Randy's totally right here.
We all know that. Kyle would be. Yes,
Sean
100% right, Randy.
For not going.
He's an idiot.
Sean McVay's stupid for not going into broadcasting when he had the chance.
No, he's stuck now. But yes, don't rush Brock back.
Well, it's not
Let that young brother heal. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not like it's Tom Brady where he's got the contract lined up, for whenever he's done.
Right.
People were
that
just
well may be
in him.
dry. Yeah, it may be dry. And when he has another losing season and he gets fired or says, "Okay, I retired," and nobody wants to hire him. Yeah, you're getting swept by us this year, so be prepared.
Yeah, but Steve-O, I don't think necessarily Lamar would necessarily be a running quarterback in this offense. I think he would be a quarterback that runs at times. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it's like full Greg Roman style. I think
Greg Roman, right?
You spend that much money on Lamar Jackson, and then you'd have Lamar just tanking. So I don't know if that's the quarterback you're referring to, but I feel it would be a little different of an offense, and it would be nasty, bro.
It would be nasty though. It will certainly be mad in football.
Yeah, and as far as Brock Purdy goes, I don't even think you can rush Brock Purdy back.
Right.
The surgery is going to be what it is, and if you're going to rush him back, the only thing is his arm's not going to be strong enough, and now his arm can is barely strong enough before it was hurt. So I don't think there's a way you can really not rush him back. I think what people need to do is not get let down when it's not the 6-month option. When it's the longer options, that don't be let down like that. Just be like, okay, well, at least he's getting the treatment and the stuff that he needs for him to be a better player,
Agreed. We don't, like you said, we don't have to rush him back. We have Trey Lance. I know some of you motherfuckers don't want him to play in any way, but no, we have Trey. They're going to sign someone that makes sense. Maybe a Jacoby Brissett. Fine. Baker Mayfield. Whatever. But they're going to find somebody that's going to be willing to be the third string quarterback after Brock comes back. We got to remember that too. What happens to Brock Purdy if we sign Lamar Jackson? Do y'all know that your hearts are broken and Brock's not starting week 1 then, right? Like, let's just use our common sense. Let's use our, what we learned in school. What looks like a possibility. Back up Brock, accept Trey, and sign a good, serviceable third string quarterback / second string quarterback.
Yeah, that's what we got to do. I don't think we could just draft one like we did last year.
Well, there's also that we can possibly, there's Stetson Bennett out there.
Well,
there's the young cat from TCU.
I'm not saying we can't. I think we should. What I'm saying is have the same effect that Brock Purdy had. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so. I think there'll be a step down. I'm thinking a mix between Nick Mullins and Brock Purdy is what we find in the draft with a Stetson Bennett or the TCU cat. I think we get something in the middle of those. But maybe better than Nick Mullins, but a lot less good in comparison to Brock. That's what we could. The only thing we can get in the draft, in my opinion.
I don't know. I've got no problems taking Stetson Bennett.
Yeah.
I think he's the Brock Purdy of this draft. I'm not saying that he's going to be as good as Brock Purdy. I'm saying he's the guy who has started 4 years and has seen everything in his college career. You know what I mean? Like, he's the guy he's got the same experience that Brock Purdy has. Now, does he have what's between the ears is the big question.
Well, he went and got a job at Popeyes or Cane's Chicken, apparently, for a little while. So that's good. Maybe he's like 30 years old. So, maybe his brain is on that level. Like I said, I don't think that there's a Brock Purdy. I think we really were blessed and lucky, or whatever word you want to use to describe it, getting Brock Purdy. But I do believe there may be a Brock Purdy Jr. in the draft, and it could be named Stetson Bennett. And I think that he would be, because of his experience running a team, because of experience winning, because of his experience playing even better competition than Brock Purdy had to play all 4 years that he was in school. Him being in the SEC. I think that's where Georgia's at. Yeah, in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he would be coached up by Brian Griese and Kyle and our whole entire team from up to Fred Warner, playing up against Fred Warner every day. And I think that he would be a good, serviceable quarterback when he inevitably may have to come in.
This is the other thing. one of these quarterbacks, Brock Purdy or Trey Lance, is gonna work themselves into a job. You know what I mean?
Else.
And a permanent job.
Mean?
And we might have, yeah, what I'm saying is we might have 2 winners on this team. So at some point, we might have to move off of a guy in a good way, like be able to get draft capital and to have, you know, somebody.
No hard feelings.
It's Trey Lance, right? Trey Lance is, well, no, let's say Trey Lance, you know, develops and his ceiling is what we thought it was. And okay, we're good with Trey Lance, right? Sorry, Brock, we gotta, you know, I'm sure you want a chance to go show your talent somewhere else too. So let's trade you to somewhere nice, right?
You got a second round pick for that motherfucker.
Brock Purdy 2.0. Exactly.
Yeah. You know
exactly.
What I mean? Yeah, you know, and then we draft Stetson. Brock Purdy turns out to be
that could be a wide receiver to replace Debo.
There you go. See, Ryan,
second place or second rounder.
Yes, perfect.
Not that I want to replace Debo. I love you, Debo, but I think it's inevitable coming up because they're going to have to play Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, look, and I'm glad you got the bag.
Yeah, me too.
And it was also a 3-year deal. It was also a 3-year deal for him. I think it was
4 years in total.
And then I hope they send him to Miami.
Right to Mike McDaniel. And he can run him into the ground for the final few years of his career.
No, so it could be with family.
Okay. Or that. What, is that the closest place to South Carolina?
No, Mike McDaniel, bruh.
No, I know Mike McDaniel, but when that's family in a non-literal sense, being closer to family, which is something that, you know, back when he was throwing his tantrum a year ago, some of the rumors were one of the reasons was because he wanted to be closer to his family in South Carolina. So what's the closest team to South Carolina geographically? You have any idea?
I don't think it'd be in Miami. It'd
probably be Miami either.
Falcons.
Send him to Atlanta. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, send him to Atlanta.
Wouldn't it be Atlanta?
I would guess so. Shit. I'm going to say yes because you said it. I'm going to say yes. You are correct.
I'm pretty good with geography normally.
I believe it. I believe it. Okay. Randy says the Panthers or Atlanta. Thank you, Randy, as well.
Yeah.
There you go. Randy says he's also comfy drafting 2 more. I saw my Randy. Damn it, fuck it, I'll take it. He's comfy drafting 2 more rookie quarterbacks this year. Maybe Stetson in the 5th and Whoop-de-Wop in the 7th. I don't know. Or 6th and 7th. What do you think? Lamar's going to Miami. Book it, okay? It's in the book, Lo. Oh, you got on the Heat jersey, Steve-O. Stop it.
I have a feeling Lamar Jackson will be a Raven.
A Raven? So do I. What I think, Randy. Well, to you too, Randy, but really to you, Ryan, specifically. What I think is that the Ravens, too many fucking R's. What I think is that the Ravens are trying to drive his price down, basically. You know, dangle him out there, sprinkle him out there, and say, here, somebody give him $250, or you come back and play for us for $32, like we think you're worth, or see if the Niners want you for $50. No, thank you. So I think that they're just trying to drive his price down and make him eventually end up just back on their team.
Remember, the teams have to put up the 2 first-round picks, and they have to do a deal. They have to give Lamar Jackson a deal that the Ravens won't counter or won't beat.
Yeah, it won't beat. Which I guess they'll have to beat by $1.
So
so that's difficult.
Which they only got to beat by $1. So you don't know where their limit's at.
Right. What they're thinking is the max that they'll spend on it.
Right. Now you can you can put him up and just go, well, this is my max that I want, but at the same time, you're showing your quarterback that I don't have faith in you when you do it. You know what I mean? So if we don't get it,
that's what they said. Yeah, they don't have any faith in him. Like Steve was saying, two years of contract talks. That's disgusting. That's a slap in the face to young Lamar. Disrespecting a Jackson.
Yeah.
I feel like it's disrespecting me. I'm a Jackson. Damn it, Baltimore. What's wrong with you guys?
If I'm him, I sit out.
I'm telling you, I get the fuck out of there. I won't never put that purple bird shit suit on again, Ryan. If I was him right at this moment,
I would sit out.
I wouldn't do it.
I think they can get him for 2 years. If I'm correct, they can get him for 2 years. They're going to try and franchise him for 2 years.
Damn.
Which means he would have to sit for 2 years.
2 years, you can get franchised. I believe you're right.
If I was him, I would do it. I would bet on myself.
But Ryan, wait. So
fuck y'all.
Does he? Okay, if he's already bet on himself too. He's his own fucking agent. Salute to you, Lamar. No matter what, I don't want you here, but sincere respect to you. Like I said, you are a Jackson. We may be fourth cousins, for all I know. But does he get paid if he sits out? Does anybody know?
I don't know. I'm sure he could get paid certain ways. Like,
right, okay.
He could come to camp. He could come to camp, get all his workout bonus
game
money.
Checks, though. Right. Okay. Wow.
But that would be even hilarious. You go all the way through camp with him week one. You're like, no, I won't be sitting up today.
Bro,
over the year.
It's just fucked up, Ryan. It's a crazy situation. If you break it down, a lot of ways, yeah. You would have thought he had it. Let's not get political.
People in Baltimore are mad because he made a business decision and he decided not to come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to James.
Well, the Ravens also made a business decision not to lock him down before the start of the season.
Yeah.
They also decided not to lock him down before Deshaun Watson signed.
Yeah.
They could have restructured and done all that stuff before that, before they knew he was going to change the game. So, they made business decisions, and it looked like it didn't pay out for them so well at this point. Now they're just trying to hold on to whatever they can to make it work.
You're 100% correct. Well, just like Steve-O said, 2 years of contract talks, right? So they messed around, they fucked around, and they found out that now you got to pay a whole lot of money that you didn't even want to pay anywhere close to 2 years ago, because now Deshaun signed. They should have restructured him 2 years ago when he just was the MVP, and then they wouldn't be in this mess, right?
Yeah,
I want to go
not
to
only
Atlanta
that,
too.
but like the whole time you got this offensive coordinator who is essentially running this guy into the ground, and not saying like they couldn't have won or did anything like this and that, but you got to understand, like, you can't keep that up all the time. And when you don't spend any draft capital on your on your offense, and that one person that keeps running the ball, who's your quarterback, is your whole offense, and mostly on the ground. I mean, all they did was use this young man, and now they don't want to pay them.
Yeah,
I brought up the point to Ted H. It's like, oh, so he wants $230 million, right? Okay, how much have they paid him thus far since he's been signed, and how much money
36.
have they made off of him?
Now, I saw the number was about
how much
36.
money have they made off of him?
Way more than 36 million, I'm sure.
They made
hundreds of millions.
Way more than, let's see, 260 something million. Yeah, I think they made more than 260 something million off of him
for the salary cap. And how many seasons they've made $1 billion off of him? I guess, right? Maybe close to $1 billion off of him.
Yeah, So
Yeah, what am I talking about? 200.
So you could pay him all his contract up front, and you probably still got money in the bank. And
In the bank.
you're talking about
Liquid.
you paid him for what he did the last 5 years, and that's his contract for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
No.
They want to be stupid.
Were they gonna get a replacement?
Shit.
Trey Lance? No. Fuck you. And you had fuck you, Ozzie Newsome, and then whoever's actually running it now. No, you see, you had a black GM. You thought you were gonna be okay, Lamar, huh? Nope, still didn't matter. Fuck you guys. You can't have Trey. You better work your problem out some other way. What's up, Lot? Thank you for stepping up tonight on Fuck It 49ers Talk. Let's get to some 49ers, Ryan. So we want to talk Brock or we want to talk the draft? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. What's up, Low the truth. My apologies. Low. Yeah. The truth.
We're gonna get to what? The draft?
Get to something.
Is that what you said?
Enough Lamar.
Oh.
He's not on our team.
Okay. Well, we already went through Colt McKivitz.
Excellent signing, John. Excellent signing, John. Welcome back, Colt.
And then we got we talked about Brock Purdy. Let's talk about free agency. Safety position has been talked about lately. There's been talk of Jesse Bates coming to the 49ers.
I'm with that.
If Jesse Bates comes to the if Jesse Bates comes to the 49ers, that's the splash play of the offense or of the offseason.
I'm finished, Ryan.
Jesse Huff. You don't get a Jacoby Brissett. You don't get a Jacoby Brissett. You don't get to look at any nickels. You don't get to upgrade anywhere on the defensive line. You're probably just bringing everybody back and getting average.
And draft. Okay.
Corey,
you're making it tough. What's up, Corey?
You might be able to get Tashawn Gibson and Jimmy Ward for the same price of Jesse Bates. Yeah.
So then we don't upgrade the secondary. We just make it a little bit older. And against damn it. Okay, so no, let me answer your thing, because that was pretty sexy what you said. You just fucked the whole team up. You fucked up the whole idea of getting Jesse Bates. So then you did put me in a box there. So that makes a lot of sense, though. If we get Jesse Bates, which is I've been thinking about since free agency started, or kind of got to swirling, that makes sense. We don't get Jacoby, which I'm down for. We don't even get a B-level defensive lineman or defensive end. We don't get a nickel, possibly. Excuse me. We got to depend upon the draft. Drake Jackson, Samuel Womack, and maybe Tashawn Gibson or Jimmy Ward, or both. Pardon me. If we do that, then maybe we sign somebody else. I don't know. If we don't sign Bates. Okay, so if we don't sign Bates, who do we get? We sign. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. No.
All right, if we sign Jesse Bates, who do we get at quarterback? If you say, since we're not going to get Jacoby Brissett, who would you have?
Nate Sudfeld and Stetson Bennett. It'll cost us about $3 million.
$3 million for Nate Sudfeld and get Stetson. Okay. All right. So I'm sorry. What were you going to say before that?
And Stetson Bennett will probably be. I can't remember.
Oh, my fault. Maybe about $4 million.
Just keep on drafting.
Okay.
Let's say. Or you're talking about safety. So imagine, but then if you get Bates and you have Fawk next to him and you do that for like 5 years, I mean that's lights out stuff right there. That's what my dream is at, Ryan. That's my heart. We can make a sexy nickname for him together. Well,
Huffin Bates. I don't know, Batunga.
And then if you can get Drake Jackson to be some sort of a Nick Bosa-esque Oh, you'd have like 2 pincers, one on a defensive line and one in the top of the secondary. I mean, that would be nasty.
He was a second round pick. Come on, Drake. Apparently, they say he just needs to get in shape. And then we hitting the draft. We have a lot. We have 12. My son said Ryan is 12 picks. I was going over that with Ted today on his channel.
We had 11.
We were back and forth. It's 11. Are you sure? Because I read it literally that it was 12.
I believe it's 11.
It was. I actually read it on the internet. Don't listen to the internet, folks. But anyway, we have double-digit picks. I think Kyle and John, who are masterful in the draft to me overall. Yeah, we have a lot of misses. The Catman, Reuben Foster. Yeah, we have a lot of misses, but we clearly have a lot of hits. So I think that we'll have a really good draft because the draft is deep this year at really a lot of positions, all across both lines. Tight end, always secondary. You can find a gem. Wide receiver is semi deep. So I think we're gonna have a really good draft, and I think we'll make maybe like a half-ass splash in free agency.
I want to see the Niners move around a little bit in this draft.
We're going to second. We're going to the second round, Ryan. Second round.
Well, maybe not. But what I'm saying is like if we don't move into the second round, I'd like to move down from one of those third round picks, the 199, move down a little bit. If we can't pick up an extra pick to then turn around and use that to move up. Well, not the Niners. They kind of pick people at certain spots, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you'll lose people because people, certain players are going, certain positions go on a run. Well, if you've got extra draft capital that you didn't come into the draft expecting to use, you can then use that to move up to get a player that you expect to be coming off the board soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it helps. You might get an extra player, you might not. You might just use that to move around to get a player that was about ready to be taken, but you're like, no, we're moving up, 10 spots to make sure we get our guy, because every position they're picking for, they've actually got a spot on the roster. They're thinking about placing this guy. There's somebody they're trying to replace with the person that they're drafted. So
that makes sense. Yeah, I think that they will end up doing a lot of that. I think they'll do a lot of maneuvering. It's chess, not checkers, especially with John Lynch. He's like a car salesman. So I think you're right. I think we could move back, stock up more picks, and then boom, move up sometime and snatch somebody in one of the later rounds that could end up being the next George Kittle or Talanoa Hufanga.
Well, it looks like the next George Kittle is actually in the draft, and his name is Sam Laporta.
But see, everybody has jumped on his nuts so hard, like a prono, that he won't make it to us. I don't think. I think he'll be gone by like the second, maybe at latest.
He's not fast enough. He's not fast enough to beat Kittle.
Oh yeah, I agree with
he
that.
can block, and he can catch. So like,
yeah,
like you put them on the same line, and it's like, okay, what are we doing? And then and then I got Brandon Ayuk, and then there's Debo, and then there's Christian fucking McCaffrey. You know what I mean?
What side you want it from?
It's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Do you think that he'll be available to get to us though? We'll be able to get him.
The Seahawks have a lot of picks in this draft, and they were going to pick George Kittle, but we got him first. So I feel that the Seahawks are one of the teams that might really want to go after him. Yeah. Well, especially him sense. Because like Pete likes to run the ball.
Yeah.
And anybody who likes to run the ball has got a hard on for a tight end who can block the way George Kittle or Sam Laporta can.
I would agree. And I'm sure that they heard the noise that, or they don't want us to get him as well. Being in the division, they know how we play in our division. They know we have George Kittle.
Nobody wants us to get him.
No, yeah, I agree with that. So that's it. I think that they would they could definitely have their eyes on him. That makes a lot of sense. And like I said, our division is George Kittle at tight end. So you need to get somebody in your team that can hold his jock, and that's difficult. So I could see the Seahawks maybe trying to take a swing at him. So that's maybe. So there's another one out there. I can't remember his name right now, but I'm just saying that this draft is loaded at a lot of places. So I think that we can stand pat really as far as free agency, not do one big signing, maybe do a couple of real good signings, or even focus on bringing back our team, get our quarterback situation in order, and then get number 6. So I think we'll be okay. Bring along the rookies like we do every year. Get solid ones. Get a surprise bang from somewhere. We don't need a first round pick. Look what we get from that. Mike McGlinchey. Yeah, or something like yeah. I'm sure we could.
Well, our third round picks are pretty much fourth round picks.
Yep, that's true. Actually, yeah.
So when I do the mock drafts, you give up a lot to move into the second round.
Right.
The one
without
thing
forcing it.
I did, I did one without forcing it, but the tactic I did, you wouldn't be able to do in real life in the draft. And that's, I took the 101 or the 99, the 101 and 102. And I offered them to the next people down the line. And then I just took like their 7th rounders in exchange for their next 3rd rounder. And then I just kind of kept on going down that until it consolidated all of the 7th round pretty much. And then, well, not all of it, but I had a crap ton.
We had no 7th round.
7th round picks.
Oh, we had a lot of 7th
round. I threw that in to get I got the 50th pick in the draft. And then I think I only had like 3 or 4 draft picks left after trading all of them to get that. So then I traded down once or twice to get back to the 10 picks. It was crazy. I essentially had the same amount of picks, and I moved up to the 2nd round.
It sounds a lot like some John Lynch stuff.
The 101 and the 102 turned into like 134 and 145 or something like that. So we had 50, 135, and 145. So
I like that. Yeah, I do want to move up into the 3rd round, Ryan, honestly, at the least. So as we know, that's 64 or 64 to 96, basically. And we're at 99. Yeah, our pick is a 4th rounder. Do we even have a 3rd rounder? Or do the numbers work out like that?
Well, yeah, they are in the 3rd round. They're the last picks in the 3rd round.
Oh, yeah, the 96. Where did I get 96 from? 32, 32, 64. That's 96. How the fuck are we in the 3rd round? We're in the event. We're very low. We're almost at 100.
Compensatory picks. Compensatory picks.
Okay. It's
because they just add them on to the end of.
It's like a Ouija board. But anyway, we need to get higher. I would love to get into the 2nd round if possible, or even in the top 50. Get a pick in the top 50, top 60. That's kind of high, but top 75 even. Just move up a little bit, at least Johnny Kyle. Get somebody that allegedly is set to have more impact in this league, no matter what position you get him at.
Like, I don't care about moving up, just up. There's got to be somebody. You know what I mean? Like, let's see, safety. Let's say safety. There's a guy, that fell a little bit and is really good, and you got, interest in him. I see going up and get somebody like that, because that's a position that could help you in the next couple of years. So that move to capital to put together to move up, that might be worth it. But
at 99,
just to move up, be like, just to move up to be like, oh, right tackle, when obviously they're going to be starting Colton McKivitz.
Wait,
No, just
so are
because
you
you
saying
drafted him in the second round
just
doesn't mean
stand pat at
Kyle's gonna start
99,
him.
right? Is that what you're saying? Stand pat at 99
No.
and get a safety?
Don't move up unless you're going to get somebody that can plug a hole this year or maybe next year for sure.
Oh, okay. We're on the same because
Right.
that's what I said. I said move up into the fucking 50s, 60s, 75s to get an impact player. Not just sit back at 99 and just draft somebody and we're trying to bring back the same team. No, just like you're saying. It's somebody that they're gonna start and not a right tackle. I would take a right tackle at 99 or some shit, but no, not at 50.
Let's say a cornerback.
A cornerback, yeah,
a cornerback.
I would say a corner. I would take that. I would not take a lineman or something like.
Is there a guy like
big and get?
Is there a guy like Debo in the draft? Like, I'm not trying to draft wide receivers, but is there a guy? You know what I mean? Because if there's a guy, why not? You know what I mean?
Why not? Yeah, I mean, an impact player, Ryan. Really, I only want us to move up into the John and Kyle work this magic and get to number 60 because you got a wide receiver that for some reason dropped but ran a 4.3 and all that shit or whatever. Like, where I saw the thing today, my old dream. Can the 49ers get their Jalen Hurd again in this draft? Oh, what? I thought he was going to be Jesus to me, Ryan. I was so in love with him. My kids used to make fun of me all the time. But yeah, if it's some kind of wide receiver or a really just holy crap, why is this person right here at 65 or 70 still? Go get that player. Not a right tackle, though.
You and Bashar, I believe it was Bashar, just holding out hope for Jalen Hurd.
You remember that, Ryan?
And
Much love.
it just...
Okay. Yes.
Oh man,
my kids are killing me, bro. They were like, "Dad, he's never gonna be anything. Stop, Dad." I was like, "Look, he's gonna make it. He's gonna come back. He's gonna be a killer."
Two plays got you strung out, son.
It was
two plays,
done, bro. 2 plays. I was like, it's over.
Yeah,
really 3.
It was like those 5 games from Jimmy G.
It was like the 5 games, not just the 2 touchdowns. The 2 touchdowns got my rocks off. But then also remember the crossing route he had, where I think that was Trey that actually threw him that ball, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that highlight not too long ago. But whoever it was, he had like one crossing route to the sideline too. Yeah, I thought he was just gonna be a murderer. I was ready, man. It was not to be.
Did you? You know why? Why Jalen Hurd went to Baylor?
Why? Because Third and Jawan pushed his wig back apparently. Yeah.
No, he just was better. They were like, we'll take the slow guy over here because he's just better.
He's a better receiver and more durable.
I just feel that poor Jalen Hurd, like he just used up all his juice too early. Like
you playing running back.
Durability. Yeah.
Yeah, playing running back until he got to Tennessee, until he got to college. So he ended up crushing my dreams because I thought he was going to really be the next one. But no, he wasn't even at 5.
Speaking of crushing dreams, fuck Deion Sanders.
Oh, what happened?
I mean,
did you say fuck Deion Sanders?
He left us. He left me.
Oh,
yeah.
It's always been fuck Deion Sanders. Shout out to Deion for trying to resurrect the HBCUs. But fuck you, Deion Sanders.
Oh.
You fucking mercenary. The Kevin Durant of motherfucking NFL. Tried
to resurrect HBUs. He didn't try.
Yeah, then he bounced. Like I said, he's a fucking mercenary. He came to us, got a title. Go to Cowboys, get a title. Go to HBCUs, get popular. Go to Colorado.
You know what he could have done for black people in educational institutions around the United States?
He did not really want to. It was about his image.
Look, you could have made it so every talented young black man went to HBCUs,
Right, one or two more,
which
so
would have
he
made
helped a little bit, I
every
think.
other college, have to try and be accommodating to young black men.
Amen, Ryan.
And
I agree with
or
that.
just say black people in general. You see what I'm
In
saying?
general, yeah, their parents too.
Like,
I agree with that.
well, you know what I'm saying,
That's
though?
a good
Like,
point. That's a good point.
you could have
But look,
changed the
he didn't
whole
want that though.
dynamics, bro.
He didn't.
Thinking
He
about
did maybe a
himself,
little bit,
like always, bastard.
but yeah, he literally, like always with Deion Sanders, he was thinking about himself, and he wanted to make his image as such as what you just said, that he wants to help the black community in any way he can in football circles, starting at the college level, and even really high school, since you recruit high school kids. Just he wants to get your black student the best possible everything, and then get him to the league. But really, he wanted to make you think that, and then get the first real coaching job, as we would, let's be honest, as that he could get. And then when this year he gets his ass and his teeth stomped, we'll realize that he was just the biggest fish in a little pond.
I wish somebody would have kept his damn radio. Broke his other window. Bastard.
Well, he got his radio broken into, or his car broken into, or what?
He got his truck broken into. They stole a boom box that was sentimental. And he was like, look, nah, can't have you break into my shit and steal my radio. Now, there will be a reward for it, and a nice reward. And no questions will be asked, but I need my radio back.
Wow. It must have been.
Which I was like, oh, yeah,
wow.
that's not. Now I'm like, I would have broken his window just to throw a shitty radio in there and a note saying you get the other one back. Bitch.
I would have sold it. I would have got some paper for it.
Yeah.
I would have came up. No, I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal.
Sold it cheap.
Not me. I need to get with you on the crypto
Real
talk, Ryan,
cheap.
so I can find out how you supplement, how you get your income, because I'm not selling shit for cheap. We're gonna talk offline about that one of these days.
Oh no, no! Don't you remember? What is that movie? I want you to take them down there, and I want you to sell them real cheap. Oh, that's Django. Django.
Yeah. I was about to say,
He's
it sounds
talking about a
familiar.
person with sand. Yeah, I can't have anybody with sand.
It didn't work out too well for him.
Shout out to Django. Love that movie.
That's excellent movie. But it didn't work out too well. And I don't think it will work out too well for me doing that with that radio. I'll be trying to get that shit for the most money I could. This is Deion Sanders radio. He gave it to me at the 49ers Falcons NFC Championship game. How much can I get for it? Just like that.
That would be awesome.
The max.
Ryan makes bank like banks. No, I do not.
I'm telling you. We're gonna talk offline, Ryan.
I wish it'd be awesome.
Please. I need to.
Well,
I need to find out about the crypto world.
I know stuff about crypto, but it's not how I make my money. You know what I'm saying? That's more of a
my fault. I shouldn't have assumed.
It's crypto isn't the space it once was.
I know that too.
Due to kind of what made it so enticing in the first place. But there's been a lot of fraud and such, and all these types of things that a lot of people. It's hard. It's extremely hard who to know to trust in a financial sector that is unregulated. Let's just say that. I luckily have not been scammed out of money. You know what I'm saying? I've sold for less than I bought in at on certain things at certain times here and there. But I've also made money, you know what I mean, by knowing something was down too low and just watching. And like Ethereum, I bought in on Ethereum when it was at $999. Right now it's at 1,500. So
Shit.
do the math. No matter, yeah. It's not like I bought in a crap ton and like, I did all that, but that's one of the things. If you know what the prices are, how things are, sometimes there's flukes. Also, like sometimes there's like crypto projects that go on sale and people have to buy it with crypto. So they go online and they start buying crypto so they could turn around and buy these things. And if you're holding on to that crypto and you know that this is a sale going on, you can sell that to those people as it goes up. They'll sell it, buy this and that, and then the market will go back down to where it's normally at because people aren't needing it like they were yesterday. And just take the money that you got from selling it at a more expensive price and you just buy back in at the normal average daily price. And then you multiply because you get more of it when you buy back in with,
Right.
That's it. Then you've got, there's also things like staking and stuff like that. So if you own certain cryptos or a certain amount of certain cryptos, you can essentially put those in a place and earn interest off of it. That's higher than what you can get in a bank.
Yeah. It's much better interest rate than you get at your local Bank of America, apparently, these days.
Oh, look at what up, my homie up in here. 49er Giant Lakers. Talk about Shibby.
What's happening?
I got me some Shib. Yeah.
Shibby.
He's talking about one. Shib's very risky. Okay. Shib is very risky.
First of all, welcome.
It's a meme coin.
A meme coin.
Welcome. Yes.
Okay. I'm big on memes, but I want to say hello to.
You shouldn't be big on
there.
Coins. Okay.
Subscribe to the channel.
Meme coin essentially just means degenerate gambling. That's what a meme coin is. Even though Shib is trying to break the mold by actually having utility and a good community and everything you wouldn't normally expect out of a meme / shit coin, Shib is going against the grain, and that's why I own some of it. But that is not financial advice. It is a very it's a very volatile market. I've seen money.
I think
go up
the whole crypto market has been volatile since it started, to be honest with you, and that's probably why I haven't really gotten so much into it. But I do really want to probably take a look at it as things kind of flatline out in my life. Which flatline doesn't normally sound like a good word, but it is right now. Trust me. But to really quickly, I want to say, everybody that's watching, thank you so much for coming in with us tonight. If you're not sure you never know who's subscribed to who. So if you're not subscribed to one or the other, please subscribe to the other. We sincerely appreciate it. Maybe you got final thoughts tonight, Ryan? Or anything else you got?
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in.
Oh, well, there, of course.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming in and spending their time with us. I got a call-in show tomorrow night at 7:00. Please stop in by. I got some guests lined up.
I think I can come through. Oh, you got guests already lined up?
Well, we always normally have Bryant Culp. We'll see what happens with Bryant Culp. He's got things going on with the baby.
Oh, yeah,
but might have David McNiner. Plus, there's always the link in the chat. Yep. But we could always have somebody jump in. There's, you know what I mean? How many people we know? Everybody's always down to talk Niners. So,
really quick, bro, you did a 5-hour stream the other day. I watched maybe 3 hours and 40 minutes of it. So I wanted to first of all say salute. I've been waiting to tell you that like all week or half the week anyway. Salute to you for that. That was really just pimping. I was like, my man really put in an extra bit. So check that out if y'all don't mind. It was a really good stream. He had a few of our 49 content creators that we all love. And shout out to all 49 content creators. Can't we all just get along? With that, Ryan, you got anything else?
No, we're good. Thanking everybody who showed up in the chat tonight. Really appreciate you all. We can't do this without you.
You are the reason we're doing it.
Yes, sir. You got
Right
anything
there.
to say? What you got going on?
Thank you. Well, for me, we just on my channel on platform 246, we just uploaded a video just maybe a couple of hours ago. More thoughts on Lamar Jackson and why he's not coming anywhere near the Bay. So check that out. I really appreciate it. Share both of our videos around. Check out Ryan's 5-hour live stream. It really is a good stream. They talked a lot of Niners ball and a lot of draft. You know what I mean? So thank y'all so much for watching tonight. Look for us next week as well. And y'all be safe.
And we out.